Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video. And yes, the news that I've been waiting for but I wasn't at all surprised about is that EA have signed on the dotted line for at least 2 more years of F1 games. Fantastic. So, thanks to Insider Gaming for the scoop here. Exclusive EA Sports F1 series continues with 2-year option pickup. The relationship between EA Sports and Formula 1 will continue for at least a couple more years. Insider Gaming has learned that the 2-year option that was available as part of the current license agreement between F1 and EA Sports has been picked up. A representative for EA confirmed the news to Insider Gaming on Tuesday. F1 25, which launched on May the 30th, was the final game of the agreement that was signed between F1 and Codemasters in 2019. The contract was originally set to expire at the end of 2025. However, there was an option to extend it for 2 years to keep the series moving through until at least 2027. As of publishing, F1 25 has generally favourable reviews from critics, with mixed reviews from players. So there you go, there is the news. The F1 series will continue forever. Or at least for a few more years yet. Yes, they've signed on the dotted line. I've said previously they only had until October to sign, and they've obviously done it early. They've obviously also seen how F1 25 has been received. It's been generally favourable, I have to say. And so they are going to continue at least for the next 2 years. I think they'll just, in 2027, to be honest, just sign another long-term licence for about 5 or 6 years like they did in 2019. I just can't see it going anywhere else because, as I say, nobody else wants it. Nobody else wants it. And apparently, sales of the F1 games in the last few years have been good enough for them to continue. I'm as surprised as anyone, but yes, apparently they have been good enough for the series to be able to continue. I presume they're including F1 24 in that, so yes, I am surprised. It's shocked, in fact. But yes, that is the situation right now. So, F1 will be continuing. It's not being banished into the wilderness for a decade. No more F1 games. Yes, it will continue. I'd just like to say, can we please now build on F1 25 and make these F1 games great again, like they were in the past, because F1 25 is a good foundation, but it needs to be built on, needs to be improved, and new features added, because let's face it, underneath the surface, not a lot has changed. Let's face it, not a lot has changed. The 2.0 of the My Team is okay. It's a little bit copy pasting the F1 Manager games, of course, I've noticed, but it's still not anywhere near as in-depth as those games went into. But yeah, it's a good start. It's a good start, but I have found it, I'm just playing through a season at the moment just as a sort of test, and I have found it quite complicated. There's a lot to do, and you don't really, although there are a lot of pointers, it point you in the right direction of what you need to do, but I do still find it very complicated. Anyway, that was just a quick video for me, just to say about the fact that the F1 series will continue. Yes, we're all happy about that, aren't we? Well, I expect the F1 creators are very happy about that, because otherwise they would have been down the Swanee. So yes, great news. It is good news. It is good news because, as I say, as soon as it goes, it'll be a very, very long time before someone else picks it up. So it's good that it continues. It's not good, unfortunately, that it's with EA, but saying that, it seems that everything that's been done over the past few months seems to have worked. They're restructuring, they're getting rid of people. See, sometimes situations can be too bloated and you can have too many people. Too many cooks spoil the broth, is the old saying. So maybe downsizing has brought everyone together and brought everyone together as a team, and now things are working as they should be. So I'm hopeful. It's now only one team making the F1 game where it was two. I always thought that was a strange decision, to be honest, to split into two teams. I didn't see a justification for that, to be honest, but there you go. So now we're back to one studio every year making the game. So hopefully it's going to improve. We just want to get back to the old days of the F1 games. The old days, yes, when they were really good and they were very simple as well. I know in these modern times it's not going to be possible to turn the clock back and make the games a lot simpler because people want more features, and I can understand that. But we need the fun factor as well. And 25 it's a good start. It's not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but it's a hell of a lot better than F1 24. A country mile better than F1 24. So they've got a good foundation here, and you know, people were worried because they shut down the studio that was making the rally games, WRC, and of course, as I understand it, half that studio was split into the rally section and half was split into making the F1 game, and they actually made F1 24, so you can kind of understand why that game turned out so bad, because they probably knew they were just about to shut the studio up. So, you know, it's understandable. But yes, it seems that they've downsized, they've brought everything back together into one studio, and they have produced a fairly decent game this year, as to be said. As I say, it's not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but it's workable. I was doing a test race of it online, and the online seems to be absolutely fine. In fact, I saw less glitches on the online last night than I have done in an F1 game for ages. Usually when they first come out for the first few weeks, the online is very, very flaky, but this was just solid. So I was very, very surprised. Very, very surprised. So anyway, that is the news from me. EA. Oh, God. Yes, more microtransactions, everyone. Yes. I did see a video from someone on YouTube. I can't remember who it was now. And he was ranting and raving about all the stuff that you can buy, you know. And I just thought to myself, well, there's an easy solution to that, mate. Just don't buy it, you know. I never even look at any of that stuff, you know, the helmets, the gloves, never even look at it. So I don't even know what's there. So, it's just very, very strange to me ranting about all the stuff you can buy when the answer is simple. Just don't buy it. Just don't buy it. And it's done, isn't it? Who wants fancy driving gloves, to be honest? Yes. Anyway, let me know in the comments, everyone, what you think. Do you think this is good news, or do you think, oh God, not EA again? I understand. I do understand. But as I say, it's between a rock and a hard place. You can either have EA doing it, or you can have no one doing it for, as I said in the previous video, possibly 3 or 4 years, maybe even a decade, because that's how long it'll take before we get a next F1 game. So, yeah. Or maybe you prefer if they just stop completely. I've heard some people say that as well, and I agree the principle of that. Yes, give it a refresh and come back. But unfortunately, you know, people want their F1 games every year. They want to see those latest liveries. They want to play as their favourite driver that they watch on the TV. So it's understandable that there's a yearly release. Anyway, let me know in the comments what you think about this news. Is it great, or is it bad, or is it indifferent, or I just don't care. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. You have been awesome as always, and I'll catch you in the next video.